Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to review 5 Easy Pieces from 1970 directed by Bob Rafelson. And in this film Jack Nicholson plays this young, frustrating, reckless man who is kind of tired of everything. He's tired of his job and tired of his girlfriend, and he's not really very faithful to her, and just wants to sort of be with other women and escape from everything. But through this film, has a conversation with his sister, who tells him that his father is very sick, so he has to go back there to visit him, and he does with his with his girlfriend, who is joining him on the way. This is a film. It's pretty much a typical 70s film. It tackles these ideas of I should say, main characters that are not very the most nicest people in the world, who has problems, who has sort of I wouldn't say existential crisis, but has thought about the world they are living in is not necessary for them, and they are seeking to do something else, or doing maybe some troubling things that makes consequences for the person's situation. And Jack Nicholson is really this type of person in this film. He is, like I said, he's not faithful to his girlfriend. He is not always nice to the people he's around with. Even when he goes to visit his family again, he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't really care for them that much. I think it's his sister he cares the most for, but it's not really saying that much. And he just starts trying to have a relationship with his brother's girlfriend. So he follows his needs and doesn't always seems to understand what he wants. And you sort of also understands about him that he has always want to escape where he is. He didn't have a great relationship with his father. He wanted to escape from home. Now he's with a girlfriend who's not the most intelligent one in the world, but who actually loves him. But he can't give the love return to her, and he's kind of frustrated about her, but also about himself, because in some ways he knows that she's the only one who really cares about him, can accept him as how he is. So it is sort of a film that asks the questions: what is it? What does he leave behind, and for what, really? Because is it really important just to create chaos in the situations that you are in, just because it's what you feel is the right thing? And this is a man, yeah, probably he didn't have the best childhood, but he comes from a family who is great at playing music at the piano, and he can play himself. And you actually see that through the film, that he plays the piano, and that he actually comes from a probably quite intelligent family, but the circumstances he joins is not the most clever people in the world. And in the end, he's a very lonely individual who wants affection in life. He wants his father's affection, he wants his girlfriend's affection, and he wants other women's affection. He wants to find the right woman in his life, but he can't, because he's not really is that charming. And the film, I would say, it's a mixed bag. In some ways, I've always found it very fascinating, and I think it's an interesting film, and it's definitely not bad. But it's also, like I said, made for its time. Sometimes I really feel like I'm not. In some ways, I felt the film could delve deeper into some of these psychological problems that he has, because he's just very frustrated, and repeats himself a lot in this film, Jack Nicholson, of course. And I feel like in the beginning it's not really clear what is on stake, what's the purpose of this film, and I sort of get a bit annoyed by it when you sort of just watch the beginning. I only find it really fascinating when he goes home to his family, he comes back to his roots. You understand where he actually belongs, that he is in that same social class, but there's something in him that has never been particularly right for any sort of community, so he leaves. But I found that elements quite interesting when he comes back. But I think the film it takes a long time before he goes there, and I'm not totally convinced by all the scenes in the beginning. It's not totally for me. Um, so it's a mixed bag, but with many interesting subjects, and I think it's a very relevant film. I still think Jack Nicholson also plays very well. He's always a bit over the top as he's known as, but he can also plays with emotion. There's a very touching scene he has with his father and his sister, and I think you understand the humanity behind this character, and Jack Nicholson is excellent to do that. So the film is worth watching, and it has some beautiful scenes, like the scenes with his father, also the scene he plays the piano. There are it's very cinematically well made. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know in the comments what you think of 5 Easy Pieces, and I hope you will all have a very nice day. Bye.